Corn, corn, chicken and corn. I'm so excited because I can't wait for corn to come up. There's nothing better than garden fresh corn. You just tilt the stalk into the boiling water and eat it while it's still on the plant. Okay, so I have my row prepped, but corn needs lots and lots and lots of nitrogen. Okay, so I did some vacuuming thanks to our project supervisor. She has provided us with lots and lots of slow release nitrogen. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this down my row. If you're doing the same, make sure you don't just like put it in there in one big clump, because it is hard to break that loose. It's hard for the plants to go through this, but as it decomposes, it will provide more nitrogen for the corn. Also, the corn just sucks up, absolutely sucks up nitrogen. So you're going to want to, through the season, be prepared to be feeding the corn. I'm going to go finish this row, prepping this row, and we'll be right back. Done now. I've got a little fertilizer, and we're going to have to fertilize as the season goes on because corn just won't produce unless it's fed. Now, the way corn pollinates, they have to be planted in blocks. Okay, so if you're just planting one row of corn, it's not going to do a whole lot. The better way to pollinate is do at least 2 rows and do them in a block. Now, the rest of my garden, from here to, these are going to be my tomato rows just right here, is going to be corn. I am going to stagger it 2 rows. I'm going to do 2 rows, plant 2 rows at a time, and then stagger it every 3 to 4 days until I reach the end, so that they don't all come on at once, because nobody wants to eat the old grandpa pieces of corn. And even this girl has her limits. I can only eat so much at one time. So what I bought was peaches and cream seed. This is what they look like. I found it was cheaper at the feed store than it was at the nursery. The feed store sold it for me by the pound. If you're not going to plant that much, then you'll have to weigh that out for yourself. It's 99 cents at the local nursery for 1/8 of a scoop. Okay, so I plant mine just a little bit differently than everybody else does, because my grandpa great says you plant them, my grandpa anyway, the kids' grandpa great, you plant them 3 to the hill, you plant them 6 inches apart, and you have to say just like this. Well, let's start right here so the hose doesn't dig it up. 1 for the worms, 1 for the crows, and 1 for me. I'm going to plant both sides of my row and continue to go down. 1 for the crows, 1 for the worms, and 1 for me.